Good morning, students. Today I welcome you all on behalf of Rasa International School. Today we will study chapter number 1 of Science, Chemical Reactions and Equation. It is on your book page number 6 to 10. In this we will study types of chemical reaction. The two types we study today is combination reaction and decomposition reaction. So first of all we will discuss about the combination reaction. So here you can see that in a combination reaction what actually is happen, we know that we have the reactants on the left side, okay, and the products on the right side that we have already discussed in the starting of the chapter. Now over here the products are being formed when the reactants are being react together, or there may be a single reactant also, but in combination reaction we have at least two reactants, okay. So here you can see the calcium oxide react vigorously with water, okay, to produce slaked lime, or it is also known as calcium hydroxide. This is very important, okay. Slaked lime is the common name and calcium hydroxide is the IUPAC name, means it is the chemical name, releasing a large amount of heat. Now it is in reaction where you can see that two reactants, one is quicklime, that is calcium oxide, other one is the water, are being reacted together to form calcium hydroxide, which is also known as slaked lime. And in this process the heat is also evolved. So apart from combination reaction, it is also a reaction in which the heat is evolved, and these kind of reactions are known as exothermic reactions, okay. So apart from combination reaction, it is which kind of reaction? Exothermic. So exo means releasing of, thermic means heat, so exothermic reaction. But right now what we are discussing about chemical reaction, in that we are discussing about combination reaction. So here 1 and 2 means at least two reactants are required in combination reaction, which leads to the formation of a single product. So here the combination of A and B, or you can say 1 and 2, leads to the formation of 3, okay. So it is being written over here, in this reaction calcium oxide and water combines to form a single product. Now single product is very important, okay. So they have been reacted and combined to form single product, okay, that is calcium hydroxide. Such a reaction in which a single product is formed from two or more reactants is known as combination reaction. जहाँ पे दो या दो से ज़्यादा reactants मिलके एक single product बनाएं, इस type के reaction को combination reaction कहते हैं. Is it clear? So the reaction is very important, okay. Quicklime, you are able to identify that quicklime is calcium oxide, and slaked lime is calcium hydroxide. Clear? Now here we can have some more combination reactions, like burning of coal, where coal is a carbon which is burned in the presence of oxygen to form carbon dioxide. Similarly, hydrogen is highly flammable, burns in the presence of oxygen to form water, okay. So in the simple language we can say that two or more substances, elements or compounds combine to form a single product. The reaction is said to be combination reaction. Is it okay? So these are very important to identify the combination reaction. What are important? Important is where two or more things, okay, reacted to form single product. That type of reaction is known as combination reaction. Now here you can see that some example of exothermic reaction. There we have discussed about exothermic reaction is where the production of heat is there. So when methane is burned in the presence of oxygen, so burning of natural gas is nothing but methane. So methane when burned in oxygen form carbon dioxide and water. So this process is there, the heat is evolved. So where the reaction in which the heat is evolved, that kind of reaction is known as exothermic reaction. Similarly, the glucose in the presence of oxygen. This is happening inside the cell, leads to the formation of carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Okay, so this glucose combines with oxygen in the cell of our body and provides energy. This is special. Okay, so energy. This special name of this reaction is respiration. The process we have stud we will study in chapter number 6. So the decomposition of vegetable matter into compost. Compost means manure, is also an example of exothermic reaction. Means जो भी kitchen से vegetable peel or any other food stuff, when they convert into compost, there is a release of heat, so that is also an exothermic reaction. Apart from respiration is also an exothermic reaction. Why? In the respiration the glucose is oxidized in the side the cell to produce carbon dioxide, water, and energy. Means basically they want to produce the energy, and the byproducts are carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so these kinds of reactions are known as exothermic reaction. Now what about decomposition reaction? There we have discussed about combination, where two or more substances are being combined to form a single substance. This is combination. The reverse of it is decomposition, where a single substance on either on heating, okay, either on in the presence of light, or either on the heating or in the presence of light, or by passing electricity. Okay, where a single substance decompose into two or more substances, then it is known as decomposition reaction. So let us discuss one decomposition reaction over here. An iron sulfate, that is iron second sulfate, that is ferrous sulfate. There are two kinds of ions of iron, that is iron Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. Ferrous is this one and ferric is this one. It either been written as ferrous or written as iron second. Okay, and this is iron third. Clear? Second and third is written in Roman numbers. Okay, when ferrous sulfate or iron second sulfate is heated, then it is converted into ferric oxide, that is okay Fe2O3, sulfur dioxide, and sulfur trioxide. So you have noticed that the green color of the ferrous sulfate crystal has changed. Why? Because this is now being consumed and it has been converted into other things, so its color will be what, it get been changed. Okay, the green color of the ferrous sulfate has changed. You can also smell the characteristic odor of the burning sulfur. Okay, this carbon dioxide is, sorry, this sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide, out of this the sulfur dioxide will have a smell of a burning, just like a burning sulfur. Okay, now further, in this reaction you can observe that a single reactant breakdown into gives simpler products. This is decomposition reaction. Ferrous sulfate loses water when being heated and the color of the crystal changes. It is then decomposed into ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide, and sulfur trioxide. Okay, and these are sulfur di and sulfur tri are acidic oxide. Okay, and they are in gaseous state because the oxides of metal are solid, so this is in the solid state, this S is written, and this is gaseous state because they are the oxides of non-metal. Clear? The non-metal is over here is sulfur and this is the metal over here is iron. Clear? Now similarly a decomposition reaction, this the reaction is on heating. Calcium carbonate when heated, it breaks down into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. This is also a decomposition reaction. Okay, and the decomposition reaction which is being carried out with the help of the heat is known as thermal decomposition. Clear? Now we will discuss one more reaction, which is of decomposition reaction, where the lead nitrate is being heated and leads to the formation of lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Now this nitrogen dioxide is of reddish brown color. Reddish brown color. Okay. So it is also written over here, you can mark. Okay. Emission of brown fumes. These brown fumes is of a nitrogen dioxide. In some books you will find brown fumes, and in some books it is written reddish brown gas. Okay. So the lead nitrate, when being heated, it leads to the formation of lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. This is also a decomposition reaction because of the heat. Now we will discuss a decomposition reaction because of the electricity. So through the water, when we pass the electricity during the process of electrolysis, it will break down into hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, if we balance it, it will be like this. Now here you can see, for each two molecules of hydrogen gas, there is one molecule of oxygen gas. So when the electricity has been passed through the water, the formation of hydrogen and oxygen gas is there, but the ratio of the formation of hydrogen is to oxygen gas is 2 is to 1. Okay, and this type of decomposition is because of the electricity, bypassing the electricity, so it is known as decomposition by electricity. Okay, and known as electrolysis. Clear? So it is written over here, electrolysis of water, figure 1.6. Now let us see, we have discussed about heat and electricity. Let us discuss about the light. When the sunlight is fall on silver chloride, which is of white color, okay, it turns into gray. It turns into gray, that is of silver and chlorine gas. So when the light falls on the silver chloride, which is placed in the china dish over here, it breaks down into silver metal and chlorine gas. Okay, and the color changes from white to gray. Okay, and this is also decomposition because of light, by light. Clear? There's one more example for this, is when silver bromide in the presence of sunlight, it again break down into silver and brom okay bromine gas. So this is what about decomposition reaction, either by heat, light, or electricity. Thank you.